Good evening. My name is Cydnie Brown, and here I will be sharing my professional dispositions video. After reviewing the professional dispositions of learners and completing the survey, I believe that professionalism, integrity, accountability, and cultural responsiveness are essential for a school counseling program or profession. A professional school counselor should demonstrate ethical decision making, maintain confidentiality, model emotional regulation, as well as advocate for equitable student access to a variety of resources. My thinking and actions are guided by the ASCA ethical standards and ASCA national model, as well as the GCU professional dispositions of learners, particularly in the areas of integrity, advocacy, and reflection. In reflecting on my own dispositions, one of my strengths is accountability. I tend to hold high expectations of students because I genuinely believe in their capacity to grow. I always value structure, responsibility, and consistency, and that allows me to guide students toward the ownership of their actions and decisions. I also demonstrate commitment and perseverance, especially when I'm also working with students from challenging backgrounds. In terms of understanding other cultures, genders, and learning differences, I recognize that cultural awareness and humility are critical. I also understand that that behaviors is often influenced by environmental stressors, systemic behaviors, and trauma. And I also strive to approach students with empathy and openness rather than assumptions. An area of growth for me is continuing to straighten my emotional regulation in moments where I perceive resistance or disrespect. As a teacher, I am accustomed to directly addressing behavior to maintain order. However, as I transition into counseling, I recognize the need to shift from correction to curiosity and from viewing behavior as defiance to viewing it as communication. So doing this will allow me to actively improve in this area by helping me develop that deeper patience, and I need to consistently respond with regulation rather than reaction. Lastly, I anticipate using feedback from performance evaluation, supervision, and student data as opportunities for reflection and growth. And I do believe that the disposition of lifelong learning is also especially important in counseling. The data that I plan to collect on attendance, engagement, and behavior will allow me to evaluate whether my interventions are effective, and constructive feedback will help refine my communication style and relational approach. That is the end of my professional dispositions video, and thank you for watching.